coming for you. Say goodbye, oh to God that days are spared you.
All right, we're here with LaRose at Days of the Dead. How you doing?
I'm doing terrific, man. How are you?
I'm doing excellent.
Excellent, yeah.
We've seen you many times.
Yeah, we've crossed paths many times.
Mm-hmm. Now, which one of your movies do you like to get recognized for?
That I like to, or that
Yeah,
I
that
do
you
get
like
recognized?
to. That was a little different question.
It's a us vain actors, we like to get recognized for everything and anything. No, I mean, since my characters have been just that characters with a lot of makeup, a lot of times, I get my fair share of recognition, but it's weird though. Sometimes you don't get it all, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, some kid in Target goes, "Hey, it's that dude from Saw." What?
Yeah.
But no, I enjoy the attention, for various characters. It doesn't matter which one.
What I really like about Insidious is it doesn't just cut away like you kind of think it would.
Yeah.
It stays on there, which is pretty creepy stuff.
Insidious was such a gem, and it turned out so well. And when we were shooting it, of course, when we shoot everything, we're always thinking this is gonna be great, but you truly had a good feeling on Insidious because it was surrounded by just very talented crew, and the director James is amazing, and the writer Lee Wanell, he wrote some beautiful stuff, and we had just some great actors on board, and then when it finally came out, it was just so great that people embraced it.
Yeah,
and it really
is like a genuinely creepy movie.
Oh, it's very creepy. And Joe Bashar, who plays the red-faced demon, he just looks, the makeup job on that was so amazing. And then the kid, Ty, who plays the kid, and he's great little actor. I'm jealous. He's, he's sorry, that's my phone. He's just a great guy, and it's good. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. You have any future projects in the works?
Yeah, I got a couple things on the horizon that I tend to not really discuss until I'm there. I feel like I jinx them because this business is so fickle. You never know what's going to happen next. But I did a movie last year though that's coming out. Hopefully, it's doing the film. It's opening the Florida Film Festival next month, called Renee, which is about the project called To Write Love on Her Arms, which is a support group for kind of teen angst and things like that. And it's not horror, but it's a great film. Kat Dennings plays this character Renee, and I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard they've had some screenings, gotten great reviews, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
But and then Mother's Day. Darren Bousman's Mother's Day remake is finally coming out this year, and I've got a little bit on that, but the movie's spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, my role is, I'm not suggesting to see it because of me. Mine's a minor character, but the movie itself is very powerful and awesome.
Yeah.
So.
What's been the highlight of the weekend for you?
The highlight of the weekend? Well, just seeing, of course, meeting the fans. I love the fans.
Yeah.
Where would we be without that? But these conventions are great for me because I see a lot of friends that I've met through the conventions.
Yeah.
Be it fans and other actors that I know, respect, and I love. And so just the social aspect of it is, to me, is brilliant. And I love it.
Is there any particular actors that you meet at these that kind of bring the fan out in yourself?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, when I first started doing them, I've always been a big Forsyth fan,
Oh, yeah.
And
I met at the Rocket Shock.
Yeah,
I was
when I got to meet
myself.
him, I was, it was exciting. And, of course, Sid Haig, Bill Maher, all these guys. But then one convention I did, Adrienne Barbeau walks into the room, and it's like, and as a kid, we're all Adrienne Barbeau fans, and she looks great, and she's so nice, and I got a little giddy. I was like, and the guy was sitting next to her, and I was like, so that was probably my most. Where I got really immature and stupid.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking a couple minutes with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You got to check out Without Your Head. Oh, you'd be an idiot not to. So do it now.
All right, here with Alex Vincent at Days of the Dead. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good. Yeah. If everyone doesn't know, he's from Child's Play 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what?
Grew up a little.
Yeah. So what's been the highlight of the weekend for you?
Just meeting people, having fun, seeing old friends, just meeting some new friends, and that's been the highlight. It always is.
Yeah.
I've been doing these shows for a while now. I do maybe 5 or 6 a year. I've been doing them for 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
And, it's a circle of friends, more or less, that you get to see in different cities, and that's the part I enjoy most about it.
Yeah. Now, was there any reason why you didn't start doing them before those 7 or 8 years?
I didn't really know about them, actually. At the time, they weren't nearly as popular as they are now, either. I kind of got in at the beginning of when it started expanding. Like, Chiller Theater was the first one that I did, and that was really the only one that I knew about at the time.
Yeah.
And that was before there was ever a Monster Mania or a Horror Hound or a Days of the Dead or a Spooky Empire or anything like that.
Yeah.
And since doing those shows, this was, I guess, 2002 or 2003 maybe. The first one that I did, I think, was a Fangoria thing in 2003. And, like, Fangoria, Chiller were partners on that. And it was kind of like the beginning of my knowledge of horror conventions. And if they were around, they weren't as popular as they are now. But, But yeah, so the first time I heard about it and I realized that people were interested in me going there and talking about the movie, it sounded fun. I lived right in Jersey, so I went and did that and had a great time, and then realized that I could travel and go to places I've never been.
Yeah.
And meet people I've never met. And talk about something that they're genuinely interested in hearing me talk to them about.
Yeah. Has anyone asked you to sign anything unusual over this weekend or any other weekend?
Not really. I mean, it's usually all pretty much the same stuff. I mean, I've signed a boob here too, once or twice. That's always fun.
So I'll be asking you that
but,
after this interview here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Something to look forward
to. Next time I'm interviewed, I would know exactly how to answer that question if that were the case.
Yeah. Now, is there any actors here, directors, whatever, that brings out the fan in you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not a horror fan. I've never really been into horror films, but in all the different conventions that I've done, there's been people that I've been excited to meet. And Ernie Hudson, who has now become a good friend, I've done so many shows with him. I was really excited to meet him the first time because I was a huge fan of the show Oz that was on HBO. It was my favorite show ever. And not to mention Basketball Diaries and The Crow are two of my favorite movies of all time. So he was really cool to meet. I got to meet the very first convention that I did, that one, it was Chiller Fangoria. The Broken Lizard guys were there promoting Club Dread, and I was a big, huge fan of, Super Troopers and those guys, so that was really fun to meet them that time. And yeah, I've gotten to meet some people that I've been excited about.
Yeah. Did you go to the Human Centipede 2 screening the other night?
No.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
All right. It's not really up your alley?
No, the fact of the matter is I've never seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen Halloween. I've never seen Friday the 13th. Let me clarify. I've seen bits and pieces of all of them, but I've never seen those movies. I've never seen Night of the Living Dead. I've never seen any of them. I'm not a horror fan of even the ones that are commercially successful. And then when you bring it down to the lower independent level of horror films, if I can't be scared by them, which I'm not, then it's kind of just hokey and silly and fun, which is great, and I understand why people appreciate it, but I'd rather just the comedy be exactly what you're going for instead of subliminally disguised in attempts at scaring you and making you laugh at the same time.
You see a lot of handmade Chucky dolls?
No.
Really?
Never.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, no, never.
No.
I see ones that people buy. But that's it. Yeah.
Well, if you're out there, make one.
Yeah.
You gotta
make one.
It's a lot cooler, I think.
Yeah. No, I've never seen anyone attempt to make a Chucky from scratch or anything like that.
Not dressed up as Chucky?
I've seen that. They have that new girl's good guy costume, which is interesting. It's a skirt. Good guy skirt.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Did you see the other sequels you were not in?
I saw the third one,
Yeah.
And I saw Bride of Chucky when it came out. I went to the theater and saw it. It was a good opportunity for a date. I took some girl to go see Bride of Chucky, and that worked out pretty well. But Seed of Chucky I've never seen.
Yeah, you're not really missing out too much on Seed. Bride's pretty good, though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was, I was happy to be a part of the films when they were scary, when it was the original premise.
Yeah.
But I also completely understand the direction they went with it. You know, it's really, you can't continue to scare people with that premise. You just can't.
Yeah.
So it becomes just make fun of yourself before others make fun of you, which works, and people can get behind that. I mean, I meet people all the time that say Bride of Chucky was their favorite of the series. So, you know, different approaches
You don't think they would
that story.
come up and tell you that to your face when you're not in that?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of insulting.
It happens.
Yeah,
it's all right.
you get like Tyler Mane
I've
or something.
signed Tiffany dolls, you know.
Oh,
what does that mean? Why would I sign, you know?
Yeah,
but
right.
It happens.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for talking to us for a few
absolutely,
minutes.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys had fun this weekend.
All right, I did.
All right,
Thanks.
cool.
All right, here with Sean Whalen at Days of the Dead. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now, I'm a big fan of The People Under the Stairs. I think it's a really underrated horror movie. Maybe it's not even underrated. But
It's not underrated, yeah. It's
why?
just,
It should be even bigger.
Well, you know, it's so different. It's a different kind of movie. It's like creepy and spooky and, you know, all this other comedic. It's got a lot of different elements to it.
Yeah. Is that the movie role that you've been beginning the most recognition for?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Roach. And absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very iconic.
So what's been the highlight of the weekend for you so far?
I don't know, just
pretty
actually,
crazy.
you know, meeting the people really and having fun, seeing some old friends, you know, Jake Busey and Nick Prinsby and stuff like that. It's been a blast.
Yeah. Is there any of the actors that bring the fan out in yourself?
Gosh, I don't know. I've worked with a lot of different people. I mean, I worked with Tom Hanks and Ang Lee and all these other people, so you get kind of used to it after a while. But you know, I think I'd get excited if I saw someone like, you know, Bill Murray or something like that.
Yeah,
So.
or Lawrence Harvey.
Lawrence Harvey, of course.
Yeah. Now, what future projects you've got in the works?
Yeah, I'm developing a comedy web
Besides
series.
like a drum machine.
A comedy web series, and I have a character, Dorothy, 50 years later, about Dorothy, you know, drunk and bitter in Oz.
I've seen some of that on YouTube.
Yeah,
on
and so
Facebook.
we're gonna see what happens with her, and could be, you know, a comedy series, maybe a feature, but I'm getting some interest, so it's good.
Now, is Dorothy a character you've always wanted to play?
No, actually, I just did it in the Groundlings as a skit, and it was just such a popular thing. I definitely wanted to put it on film, and I didn't know it would take off as well as it did. So,
So, do you consider yourself primarily first most like a comedian, or?
I mean, I do comedy and drama. So, you know, but I love doing comedy, and you know, and I love the right kind of horror genre as long as it's fun. You know.
Yeah. Has anybody asked you to sign anything unusual, or given you any unique presents this weekend?
Nothing too crazy.
All right.
Nothing too crazy.
I'll try to talk it right now.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Well, where can we find your Dorothy project?
If you go to YouTube and go to That Guy SMW, no spaces, that's my YouTube channel, and it's right there, Dorothy 50 years later, yeah.
Excellent.
So That Guy SMW on YouTube.
No, we'll check that out. We'll put that right on the website so they can just
Awesome.
click on it.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. By the way, you should tell everyone to check this website out.
Which is
WithoutYourHood.com.
WithoutYourHead.com. Check it out, guys.
And he knew it right off the top of his head.
See, right off the top of my head.
Yeah. All right, we're here with Tyler Mane at Days of the Dead. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
So you said you want 2 minutes, so the clock's running. Let's
All
go.
right, we'll start it now. So what's been the highlight of the weekend for you?
Just meeting all the fans. You know, I mean, meeting the fans that just love what I do, and it's great to be able to meet them all and see people that I've seen before, met before, and make new friends.
Are there any actors here that kind of bring the fan out in yourself, or at any other convention you've been to?
Well, I mean, like, I hang around with Derek and that a lot, you know, but getting to meet Brian and Nick and all these guys, and I mean, I take my hat off to them for what they do, like wearing the suits and stuff that they do, that stuff is tough.
Yeah.
You know, so.
When you see people walking around the fans with suits, do you ever think, man, that's going to be pretty hot? Or
Oh, always, because I know what just wearing a mask is. It's wearing the mask, it's hot, and it's just like, you know.
Now, do you find there's more fans for part 1 or part 2 of Halloween?
It's the series, you know. They like them both.
Yeah.
They like them both, you know. And It's just everybody has their own take on it, and it's all good.
Yeah. So you got any future projects, current projects in the works?
I started my own company, Main Entertainment, and we're doing Compound Fracture. I did it with Derek Mears and Hughes Watson, the killer from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
All right.
Leslie Easterbrook's in it. Dan Roebuck makes an appearance in it. Todd Farmer makes an appearance in it. And we're in the editing phase right now, about another 3 months and we're done. So look for Compound Fracture.
Excellent. Now I know someone asked you about wrestling during the Q&A.
Yeah.
Do you get that a lot or not too often?
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Hey, it's part of my past. I did it for 11 and a half years.
Yeah.
I'm going to have questions, right?
Well, Diesel, or at the time he's Vinny Vegas, he was tagging with you. He's doing movies now. You think you'll ever get a chance to work with him again?
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
You ever keep in contact with him?
Yeah, I saw him probably a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met up with him. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I think we're over at 2 minutes.
We are over it.
Yeah, and you give me the evil eye, so I better get out of here.
Yeah, you bid go.
Thanks, man.
All right, man.
Your heart lay dead inside.